and they're going to deploy the mortar and fire it. So the mortar team is consisting of the squad leader, Staff Sergeant Legere. We got his gunner, which is Corporal Legere. We've got his A gunner, his assistant gunner is Christian Fries, Corporal Christian Fries, newly minted Corporal Christian Fries. Right. And then we have two ammo bearers, Zach Paul and, oh, I'm sorry, and Louis Albatelli. Thank you very much. Thanks, Louis. Louis is new with us. And we have a radioman, James Martin. So, Staff Sergeant Legere, if you would, please. Staff Sergeant Legere is going to move out. He's got a rifle. He's got the mortar sight in his left hand. Where he places that sight, that's where he's telling these guys to set the mortar up, to deploy the mortar. All right. So, the 60mm round was a 3-pound round, weighed 3 pounds. It had a range of 1.1 miles, approximately 2,000 yards, and that's at a 45-degree angle. It had a 7-degree traverse, so it could traverse 7 degrees left to right. The round itself had a 15-yard blast radius, so anything within that 15 yards was a casualty of one sort or another. The rate of fire was about 18 rounds per minute, depending on the team. Oh, they forgot the ammo. There we go. Okay. Yep, gonna need that, fellas. All right, so first demonstration of the day. We'll let them slide on that one. The 60mm mortar could fire high explosive, also known as HE quick. It could fire illumination, white phosphorus for signaling or smoke screening. Also, white phosphorus was handy in burning things, so very, very dangerous stuff. The total weight of the mortar is about 42 pounds. It's got a 2-foot 5-inch long barrel on it. What made these things so instrumental was that the range on them. With 4 incremental boosting charges that could launch that mortar round up to 1.1 miles. With no assistance at all, without any increments, without any boosting charge, its range was between 200 and 325 yards. But with that boosting charge, they could reach out and touch something. All right, so with the radio, they'd be in communications with a forward observer who could call the rounds out. They're going to mark a target. They're going to give them the range and what they're asking for, how many rounds and what type of rounds. So Sergeant Legere is getting a call now. He's going to check his map, his grid, make sure his guys are dialed in. A good mortar team could dial in on one round.
Search 850-725. Elevation 73 1/4. Charge 2, 3 rounds HE.
Search 850-725. Elevation 73 1/4. Charge 2, 3 rounds HE.
So he just calls for 3 rounds of HE with a charge 2. That meant they got two booster charges on there. So
fire! Up down. Rounds complete. Rounds complete.
The gunner's going to call out rounds complete, letting the sergeant know the tube is clear.
Left 10, down 30.
The gun is clear.
Left 10,
he's going to adjust
30.
his fire.
Gun set.
The forward observer is giving him direction now, saying it might have gone too far, it might have been short, might need to go left or right. So he's going to make those changes and send another 3 rounds.
Rounds complete. Rounds complete.
Once again, those rounds are complete. The forward observer is going to acknowledge the damage done.
In 1 vehicle. Nice job, boys. All right, break it down.
And they're going to move out for the next fire mission. So, in a company, like I said, you have a mortar section. You have 2 mortars. I'm sorry, my mistake. You have 3 mortars. All right. So that's 2-man headquarters section, 3 5-man squads with 3 mortars. All right. Basically, how that worked was the mortar is a tube, basically, and on the bottom of that tube is a firing pin. Each round has an ignition charge in it, similar to what a shotgun shell is, and that gets inserted into the bottom of the mortar round. When that round is dropped down the tube, that ignition charge has a firing pin in it, a primer in it, which the firing pin activates, launching the charge. So that's basically how the mortar works. So we're going to show you a light machine gun team next. So these were all part of the weapons section. All right, weapons platoon. All right, they're every company had them. So the light machine gun section with 12 men and 2 30 caliber Browning light machine guns, and a mortar section with 3 60 millimeter mortars.